This mom had to leave her sick baby in hospital to return to work. That's when the cops stepped in. Police officer Melissa Winch's baby boy was fighting for his life in hospital. Naturally, she wanted to be by his side every second of the day, but she also needed to get back to her day job. And that's when a bunch of very special fellow officers got involved. In 2017, Melissa Winch and her husband Adam were expecting a baby, but nothing could have prepared the couple from Grand Junction, Colorado for the roller coaster ride that lay ahead. Unfortunately for them, the pregnancy didn't go smoothly at all. In July that year, something very dramatic occurred. Melissa's water broke at a worryingly early stage of her pregnancy. In fact, she was only 26 weeks down the line when it happened. Before we continue with the story, please make sure to hit that like button, subscribe to our channel, and hit that notification bell so you never miss any upload from us. For the next 3 weeks, she remained in the hospital in Grand Junction, but then the situation worsened. Melissa contracted an infection, which got her doctors worried. It turned out both she and her unborn son were in danger, so the medical professionals made the decision to schedule a C-section. At this stage, Melissa was only 29 weeks into her term. However, there was no other option for them. As a result, the couple's baby boy, whom they named Axel, arrived on July 24, 2017. Being so premature, though, his prognosis was not good. There was a lot of bad news, and they prepared us for the fact that Axel may or may not live through the next couple of days, Adam told People. Even if their son did survive past the first few weeks, it was likely he would face all sorts of health issues in the future. The little boy weighed just 2 pounds when he was born. He was so tiny he had to be looked after in the neonatal intensive care unit. Just a week after he was born, though, Axel was transferred to the Children's Hospital Colorado in Aurora following concern that he was suffering from necrotizing enterocolitis, a serious bowel condition. It was thought Axel might need an emergency operation on his intestines, and though this turned out to be a false alarm, the little boy did undergo various other surgeries, something his devoted parents found very stressful. Moreover, they remained at his bedside for as long as they could. But there was a problem. The hospital was 250 miles from Grand Junction, and the couple needed to go back to work. We were at the hospital pretty much every day until we had to leave, Adam recalled. But the thought of having to be apart from their son was hard. When babies are so young like that, they need that constant touch and sound from their parents. The security company owner explained, it helps them recover. Sadly, he and Melissa were not able to provide that uninterrupted attention once they had returned to work, but that's when another group of people stepped up to the plate and did something totally awesome. It all started when a police sergeant heard about Axel's heartbreaking story on social media. The officer immediately decided that he wanted to help the couple, so he shared the news about their predicament with colleagues at Aurora Police Department. He asked if anyone wanted to spend some of their downtimes with Axel when the baby's own parents couldn't be there. Aurora was set up so that off-duty officers could take turns with Axel at the Children's Hospital and Stirlingly. It didn't take long before the baby boy was inundated with extra love. The officers would turn up at the hospital and spend their free time rating him. Not only that, but some would also sing psalms to the little boy or snuggle him on their chests. The police officers even developed an affectionate name for the rota system, calling it Cuddle Watch, and Axel's parents couldn't have been more grateful. This meant the world to us, Adam told Today.com. And what's especially amazing about this story is that the police officers themselves loved taking part in Cuddle Watch too. They would make notes about Axel's moods, and they'd also take photographs of him to send to his parents. The officers also told us what they enjoyed and what they pulled from it. They constantly kept us updated, Adam recalled, before pointing out how reassuring it was for him and his wife's boy. I tell you, it was heartening in a way you can't describe. We were living through months of terror, he said. We knew there were all sorts of bad things that could happen, Adam continued, but it was something else, knowing he had the constant human touch from those officers and the love of people coming in and spending time with him. What's more, the Cuddle Watch cops also helped out financially as they raised money to cover the couple's bills. But it wasn't just Axel and his parents who benefited from the arrangement. One of the cops involved in the Cuddle Watch plan, Sergeant Mike Petrus, said that the officers got a ton out of it before adding that it offered quite a bit to their mental health. Finally, some 17 weeks after he was born, Axel was strong enough to leave the hospital. And on November 11, 2017, Melissa and Adam took their baby boy home. It was a wonderful feeling for the parents who had waited so patiently and for the caring cops who had devoted so much time and love to Axel boy. It's just happened to have him home and not be in a hospital, Adam told People, and his relief was palpable. Adam's little baby had been through so much in his short life already that even the doctors treating him thought that he may never make it home. Adam remembers medical staff saying Axel's recovery was, quote, a miracle and that his son wasn't supposed to live. But little Axel has fought on regardless, and his parents did too with a little help from their friends in the Aurora Police Department. They were people who demonstrated so much love and kindness. It was just a comfort we could not replace, Adam said of the selfless officers who spent so much time with his son.